It will be 2 decades next year since Skoda first launched the Octavia in India, the car that marked the manufacturer's entry into the country. And of course, the Octavia has grown to become an identity of sorts for Skoda in India, and that's despite it launching several successful models like the Rapid, the Fabia, the Superb, and even SUVs like the Kodiaq and Karoq. Every generation of the Octavia, including the Laura, as the second generation was called, has been a huge hit in the country. And almost coinciding rather, with Skoda's 20-year celebrations is the launch of the new 4th generation Octavia in India. We have seen Skoda design the past 3 generations of the Octavia in a way where the car's design balances sportiness along with the corporate feel that a lot of suited and booted buyers would be looking for. This time though, Skoda seems to have traded that sportiness for a more elegant and luxurious appearance. The grille on the new Octavia is bigger, while the headlights have now gotten smaller and sleeker. In fact, the headlights look similar to the Superbs and have a striking appearance, especially with the DRLs on. The Octavia thus looks more striking from the front, but I think I like the older version's grille more than the new one. The top of the line Lauren and Clement version you see here also gets a strip of chrome across the front bumper that connects the cornering lights and adds to the car's elegant looks. The sides remind of the Superb again, especially the shoulder line and rear view mirrors. My favorite though are these alloy wheels, which are exclusive to the L&K version and look very distinctive. And while opinions in the office were split about the new Octavia's rear design, I personally like the rear end a lot, especially the tail lamp design. Besides looking sharp and modern, the tail lamp cluster also integrates the turn indicators, which are a dynamic LED strip and look very cool. The interiors have become more premium now, as you would expect in a full generation change, and in fact I dare say that these interiors now feel as luxurious and premium as the Superbs, if not more. There's also more space now, as you can see. In fact, Skoda has done away with the traditional stick drive selector, and instead you only have this tiny little toggle switch to select drive modes, and that really adds to the sense of space here. Another thing that I really like about the center console is how neatly these buttons are integrated. In fact, there's lesser physical buttons now, and that all adds up to offering a very neat and clean look. Most of the dashboard uses soft touch plastics and suede leather, besides which there's a strip of piano black plastic which integrates the ambient lighting, and it all offers a more premium feel. Another highlight is the new 2-spoke steering wheel, which looks odd at first glance but is nice to hold and also integrates a set of new controls. The instrument cluster is a new 10.25-inch display, while the infotainment system uses a new dashboard-mounted 10-inch touchscreen display. The touchscreen is slick and adds to the Octavia's upmarket feel. I really like the volume controls as well, which is a touch panel but very easy to use even on the go and is a highlight for me. The L&K version gets an 11-speaker Canton music system, and the audio quality is really good, as has been the case with most Skoda cars. The Octavia also gets more equipment now, like wireless charging, wireless smartphone connectivity, 4 USB ports, electric adjust for both front seats, and a touch function for the cabin lighting. This is the space that typically a lot of Octavia buyers would occupy, and Skoda has made sure they feel good about it. I've got a dedicated phone pocket, air conditioning vents, but without blower control, 2 Type-C USB ports, a well-positioned armrest on both the sides with a cup holder, and now you even get a nice sunshade here. So overall, this is a nice space to be in. And then there's the party trick that the Octavia has always been known for, which is a humongous boot. A strong reason behind the Octavia's popularity was its diesel engine, which was refined, efficient and powerful. But this time around, the Octavia is only on offer with a petrol engine. And the 1.8 TSI has made way for the bigger and more powerful 2-liter TSI engine from the Superb. It offers the same 190 PS and 320 Newton meters, and it's also mated to the same 7-speed DSG. And as always, its refinement and performance are the powertrain's biggest strengths. In fact, there's barely anything to complain about the powertrain. This is an engine and gearbox we have seen not only in the Superb but other Volkswagen Group cars as well, and really adds to the car's driving feel. Acceleration is quick, as peak torque is available just 1500 RPM onwards, and once the turbocharger spools up, there's a linear surge from the motor, along with a very refined feel all the way to the red line. The Octavia has always been a fantastic driver's car, and that has not changed at all with the new one. It feels like a proper European sedan from behind the wheel with its firm suspension, while also offering the kind of ride quality that will impress the chauffeur-driven lot of buyers. The biggest update for the powertrain though is the new shift-by-wire technology. The Octavia is the first Skoda to use the technology, and effectively the gearbox changes gears using electronic controls without any mechanical linkages between the lever and the transmission. The DSG gearbox is thus a delight to use as always, be it in automatic mode or via the paddle shifters. The Skoda Octavia has been one of our favorite cars in its segment, given the brilliant balance it offers between ride and handling. The steering wheel feels precise and very direct, while the suspension helps the car stay planted, be it around fast corners or when doing high speeds on a highway. At the same time, the Octavia also soaks up bumps and undulations very impressively. In fact, the ride quality only gets better at higher speeds, and the car had no trouble soaking in even some of the bigger potholes with ease. Skoda has upped the Octavia's game to the point where it almost feels as good as the Superb now, which speaks a lot about this new one. I would have liked it to be offered with a diesel engine as well, but that seems unlikely for now at least. We're expecting prices to begin from about 20 lakh rupees ex-showroom. Yes, that is definitely higher than the outgoing version of the Octavia. But at the same time, you cannot deny the fact that this one is definitely more premium and comes loaded with more equipment as well. And all of that besides one more important fact, which is the fact that this car is one of the only options in the 20 to 25 lakh rupee price bracket if you want a sedan and not an SUV.